What's up, gamers? It's Uris back again, and today we're diving into the absolute best 2D platformers you can play right now on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm not just talking about casual jump and run titles. I'm talking the heavy hitters, the masterpieces that'll test your reflexes, blow your mind with creativity, and keep you coming back for one more try. From indie legends that hit you in the heart, to Nintendo classics that crank the fun up to 11. This list is stacked, so stick around, because by the end of this video, you're gonna find your next must-play Switch platformer. Celeste isn't just a platformer. It's a masterpiece of precision and heart. From the very first jump, you'll feel the tight, buttery controls that make every movement count. This isn't about stomping enemies, it's about conquering your own mountain, both literally and metaphorically. The pixel art is gorgeous, the soundtrack is unforgettable, and the challenge is absolutely brutal, but always fair. Every death feels like progress, pushing you to nail that one perfect run. And beyond the gameplay, the story hits deep, touching on themes of self-doubt and perseverance in a way most games never dare to. If you want a platformer that challenges your skills and your soul, Celeste is a must-play on Switch. Hollow Knight is the kind of game that swallows you whole. On the surface, it's a 2D platformer, but dive deeper and you'll find one of the richest Metroidvania worlds ever crafted. You're dropped into Hollow Nest, a haunting insect kingdom full of secrets, tough bosses, and jaw-dropping environments. The combat feels snappy and deliberate, and the platforming is razor sharp. What makes Hollow Knight shine on Switch is how it mixes exploration with that constant sense of discovery. There's always a hidden path, a new ability, or a massive boss fight waiting around the corner. Add in a stunning soundtrack, and you've got an indie legend that competes with Nintendo's very best. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is proof that classic platforming still packs a punch in 2025. Retro Studios went all in here. Vibrant worlds, clever level design, and one of the best soundtracks you'll hear on the Switch. This isn't just a nostalgia trip, though. Tropical Freeze constantly throws new ideas at you, from wild minecart rides to underwater sequences that demand precision timing. Plus, you can switch between DK, Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky, each bringing a unique flavor to the action. Don't be fooled by the bright colors. This game gets seriously tough, but every victory feels earned. It's platforming perfection with that signature Nintendo polish. Super Meat Boy is platforming distilled to its purest form. Run, jump, die, repeat. And trust me, you'll die. A lot. But that's the magic. Every failure teaches you something new, and every restart is instant, keeping you locked into that addictive loop of trial and error. The controls? Absolutely flawless. When you pull off a wall jump across buzzsaws and land on the tiniest platform, it feels incredible. With over 300 levels, this game demands precision, but rewards you with some of the most satisfying platforming moments out there. It's brutal, it's fast, and it's one of the most addictive challenges you can pick up on the Switch. Rayman Legends is pure joy in platformer form. This is a game that's as much about style as it is about substance. The hand-drawn art is jaw-dropping, every level feels alive, and the animations are buttery smooth. But the real hook? The music stages. Sprinting, jumping, and punching in sync to rock or mariachi beats turns platforming into a rhythm game, and it's unforgettable. The Switch Definitive Edition makes it even better with extra content and multiplayer, making it one of the best co-op experiences out there. It's a perfect blend of challenge, creativity, and sheer fun that'll keep you smiling the whole way through. Sonic Mania Plus is what Sonic fans have been begging for, a true return to form. This isn't a reboot, it's a love letter to the golden age of 2D Sonic, but polished for modern play. The momentum-based platforming feels incredible, zipping through colorful zones at lightning speed, chaining loops, springs, and secret paths like the classics. But here's the kicker. Mania doesn't just copy the old formula, It reinvents it with new stages and fresh twists on iconic levels. At a smooth 60 FPS on Switch, it's the best 2D Sonic has ever looked and played. If you've missed that rush of blasting through Green Hill Zone, Sonic Mania Plus is the fix. Inside is less about speed and more about atmosphere, and wow, does it nail it. This is a dark, cinematic platformer where every step feels heavy with mystery. You play a boy navigating a dystopian world filled with eerie puzzles, environmental hazards, and moments that will genuinely make your jaw drop. The animations are hauntingly smooth. The sound design is chilling, and the storytelling? Completely wordless, but totally unforgettable. It's a short experience, but every minute is packed with tension and intrigue. On Switch, Inside is the perfect game to play in one sitting. Headphones on, lights out. You won't forget it. Katana ZERO mixes sharp platforming with a razor-edged combat system, and it's dripping with style. You're an assassin who slices through enemies with a katana, dodges bullets, and rewinds time when you fail. Every encounter feels like a puzzle. You plan, execute, and adapt on the fly. Add in neon-soaked visuals, a killer synthwave soundtrack, and a mind-bending story that blurs reality. And you've got one of the most unique platformers on Switch. It's fast, it's violent, it's stylish, and it'll keep you hooked from the first slash to the final twist. N++ isn't just a platformer. It's a test of patience, skill, and obsession. With thousands of handcrafted levels, it's the ultimate package for anyone who thrives on challenge. You control a tiny stick ninja who can double jump, wall run, and dodge instant death traps across minimalist but deadly environments. The beauty of N++ lies in its simplicity. The controls are silky smooth, and every level pushes you to the edge of your reflexes. Whether you're playing solo or jumping into competitive modes, there's endless content to keep you hooked. It's sleek, it's stylish, and it's one of the most hardcore 2D platformers the Switch has to offer. Shovel Knight Treasure Trove is retro gaming perfected. This indie hit takes inspiration from NES classics, but modernizes them with smooth controls, tight level design, and a ton of content. The main campaign is fantastic. You're literally a knight with a shovel, battling through themed bosses in classic platforming fashion. But Treasure Trove goes further, packing in multiple expansions with brand new playable characters and mechanics. The pixel art is charming, the chiptune soundtrack slaps, and the gameplay never misses a beat. Whether you grew up on 8-bit or you're new to retro-style games, Shovel Knight is one of the Switch's crown jewels.